What's good, y'all? We back at y'all. Episode 2 of the Office Chronicles. We got
Giuseppe,
Dupree,
and Elijah. So today we're going to come at y'all with our reactions to week 1 of the playoffs. Game 1, we had the Bengals-Raiders game. So we're going to have Seb head that off because he's a Raiders fan. So I want to hear his thoughts on the Bengals-Raiders game that happened yesterday. Go, Seb.
that was a pretty good game. The Raiders deserved to lose. Like, look at all the mistakes they made.
Yeah.
The kick returner catching the ball on the 2-yard line, you can't do that.
Yeah.
The refs played a big part of that game, but you can't really blame it on them because, I don't know, you just can't blame that game on the refs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the Raiders upsetted me, but it was still a good game. I'm glad how the Raiders pushed through. They didn't give up. They're down like 14 points. 14 to 17 points. They're down 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like they just still fought. So it was a pretty good game.
Definitely a hard-fought game.
Yeah.
Definitely a hard-fought game. I mean, I feel as though the Bengals were the favorite in that game, so it's not like a big surprise that the Bengals won the game. I feel the game was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. I thought the Bengals were going to run away with it. But like Seb said, the Raiders did put up a pretty good fight, and you got to respect Derek Carr for what he did with that team this season, going through all the things that happened, Gruden's firing, all that stuff happening. Kind of gotta give it up to them for that. So yeah.
well, I think overall the Raiders shouldn't have even been there. So the fact they were there was a bright side for the fans. Derek Carr played pretty well in that second half after starting off quite rough. But I think that defensive game plan was pretty bad, having Desmond Trufant guard Jamar Chase the whole game.
It should have been Casey Hayward.
It should have been Casey Hayward, not gonna lie. Max Crosby played really good also. I think he's improved a lot this season. But yeah, I think they weren't even favored. So the fact they were there at that goal line position was pretty impressive.
Pretty respectable.
And yeah, the Bengals are a tough opponent, so can't knock the Raiders for it.
Can't knock the Raiders. Game 2 of yesterday's Wildcard games was the Patriots-Bills game, and we're going to have our Patriots fan headline this game. So what are your thoughts on the game, Dupree?
All right, so first of all, we did not deserve to be on the field with the Bills that night. The Bills absolutely mopped the Patriots. Josh Allen had a Madden type of game. He absolutely torched it. It's just the Patriots. It's just simple. Like, they're a young team. I'm surprised we even made it in the playoffs this season because rookie quarterback. But we completed a 1-year rebuild. I can't be mad as a fan. But just watching that game was just pretty tough. The defense couldn't stop a soul. And every time we rely on the defense, we end up losing.
Yeah.
Every time. Mac Jones, he was okay, but that one pick to Micah Hyde just completely took the air out of the game.
Yeah.
And then he had that another tip drill pick. So yeah, we just 2 costly turnovers, couldn't stop them, and we ended up getting 30 balled. So
yeah, that was definitely what I took away from that game, is that the Bills are serious contenders. I feel as though Josh Allen looked unstoppable in that game. He looked like a Lamar Jackson, but bigger and able to. He was unstoppable in that game. So I have the Bills. Bills are my favorites in the AFC right now. My takeaway from that game. What are your thoughts, Seb?
My thoughts are, I just didn't think the Patriots are ready for that type of team first round.
No.
It was just they couldn't stop them. Josh Allen looked like the best player ever, to be honest. He went 5 touchdowns, 0 picks.
They scored on every single drive.
Every single drive. For the Patriots, I see they have a bright future. Mac Jones, that throw before the first pick, that looked like a good throw, just a better defensive play.
That was just a better defensive play, yeah.
It was just I see them. They're going to be dangerous in the future. The Patriots.
Yeah.
Just they relied on their defense too much. I mean, their defense is really good, so I probably rely on their defense too. But you can't rely on them every time.
Yeah, you got to have an offense that's able to put up points. Going on to game number 3, which was the first game of today, was the Bucs Eagles. I'll just headline this one. But I feel like everybody knew that the Bucs were going to win this game. I didn't know it was going to be as bad as it was. I thought the Eagles were a really good team for the Bucs to play against. I mean, they were like second in the league in their rushing offense coming in, and they had played the Bucs previously and only lost by 4 points. So I thought this was going to be a very, very exciting game, and a game where Jalen Hurts could show he was that guy for the Eagles going forward, and that is not what he proved. He looked terrible. He was missing all the short curl flats to Devontae Smith. All the easy throws an NFL quarterback should be able to throw, he was missing them. And Jalen Hurts just did not look good today. The whole Eagles team did not look good. The play calling was bad. And Tom Brady just shows why you can't bet against him ever. I mean, with a hurt wide receiver core, like AB being out because of his reasons, Chris Godwin tearing his ACL, and to be able to just dismantle that Eagles team, it was just impressive to watch. So what I took from that game is the Bucs are still my favorites to be in the AFC title game, and that they're a contender for the Super Bowl this year. So what do you guys?
My takeaway from that game was the Eagles have a promising future. The fact they're even playing in that game is quite impressive. They got 3 first-round picks to work with next year. So yeah, they're a young team. So young team going up against Brady. I think I know who I'm going with. Yeah, and the game plan was pretty bad. They should have known that the Bucs were gonna key in on the run. So they should have hit their playmakers like Devontae Smith more.
Devontae Smith had like 1 target in the first half.
Yeah, all his stats basically came in garbage time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they'll be good next year. So it's just a bright sign they're in the playoffs this year.
Yes. Thoughts, Seppi?
Thoughts. I thought the Eagles were gonna win it all. Not win it all. Win that game though.
Yeah, no.
I thought they were gonna win that game because you saw last year how the Bucs almost folded against the Redskins.
Yeah.
Versus Heineke. I just thought they were gonna win that game, but I just think the Eagles need to work on letting Hurts play his game. I feel like they box him in. They try to run it too much.
They need to let him throw.
Yeah, throw the ball, let it swing. The Bucs are just like, they're just that type of team. Like, if they mess up once, the Eagles mess up once, it's over.
It's over. Yeah,
it's over.
They never let the Eagles get back in that game.
I mean, Hurts did. He was slinging the ball, and
but
he did have
not.
some bad throws.
He did have some.
You
got
to.
Well, yeah, but he's also young, so like
they got to.
He's gonna learn from his mistakes.
They got to get the ball to Devontae Smith.
Because Devontae Smith had that one double move in the end zone, and Hurts threw it way too.
They were using Devontae Smith as a decoy when they should have been using Devontae Smith. He was making plays happen every time he got the ball. You got to get the ball to your best playmaker on offense. Yeah. Game number 4 was the
Niners Cowboys.
Wow, probably the best game of the playoffs so far.
That was the best game of
the best game.
Playoffs.
One of the worst endings I've ever seen, but definitely the best game so far. Wildcard weekend. We will let Seppi head this one off. Seppi, what are your thoughts on the Cowboys versus 49ers game?
I think the Cowboys are frauds.
Yeah, now they proved that they were frauds tonight.
Some frauds. They showed they can't.
Spit it out.
Game 4 of the Cowboys-Niners, that was probably the best game today. My takeaways from this game was Cowboys. I think Mike McCarthy just needs to get out of Dallas. He's not a good coach.
No.
There should be no problem. You got that much offensive talent, and you were getting boxed up by a Nick Bosa-less defense.
And Fred Warner.
Fred Warner got injured in, I think, the 4th quarter. So they for sure should have had more than a touchdown in the first 3 quarters, because they have way too much firepower on that offense. But the Niners almost sold. I'll keep it a bean with you. They almost sold because
like they both wanted to lose.
It seemed like they wanted to lose because But Debo, he just continues to show that he's the best weapon in the NFL.
Debo's that dude, bro.
I'll say it again. He's the best weapon in the NFL. They had a pretty good game plan. They came out, punched the Cowboys in the mouth to take all their confidence away. Hostile environment, still came in and succeeded. So, I think, the Niners, they can make a push. I feel it. I feel like they can make a push. It all just depends how Jimmy Garoppolo wants to play, because That
And the defense,
one throw was pretty bad.
Terrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had the Niners winning this game. I didn't think the Cowboys were going to be able to beat the Niners. The Niners have been hot. They have been one of the hottest teams in the NFC, and that was not a matchup I thought the Cowboys could win. But takeaways I have from that game, the Cowboys definitely do need to fire McCarthy. There's no way you have Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Zeke, Tony Pollard, Dalton Schultz, guys like this that are super skilled at the skill positions, and you only put up 16 points and they put up 17?
Yeah.
17 points. 17 points in a wild card playoff game. You can't do it. And with the defense playing, it's crazy to me how the Cowboys were the worst defense in the NFL last year and were able to make such a quick turnaround with Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons has turned that defense around. That's why I think he is the second in the Defensive Player of the Year race. But that's for something else. Takeaways from the Niners. They were playing to lose. They played hella conservative down the stretch, which against teams that aren't the Cowboys, that's not going to work. If you're playing like a Rodgers or a Brady or somebody else and you are playing as conservative as they did down the stretch, you're going to lose those games. So I feel as though the Niners down the stretch just got to play to win, and they'll be a dangerous team. Any thoughts on the game, Seth?
Yeah, just the Cowboys are some frauds. That's what I think. The coaches, yeah, McCarthy, he needs to leave. That one Dolphins head coach needs to come over here.
Flores.
Yeah, I feel like that would be real nice.
That would be a good pickup for them, I feel. Though.
But yeah, Niners need to play to the end. They'll be real dangerous if they play to the end because they're playing real conservative. And that's like, yeah, if you play a Mahomes, you play a Brady, you're gonna lose.
So, yeah.
You play a Joe Burrow, you're gonna lose.
Anybody
Derek
besides
Carr.
the Cowboys. Of course, the Cowboys would lose that game.
Yeah, the Cowboys. One play, DeMarcus Ware just grabs the guy. They needed to stop. Grabs the guy. They call it holding.
Gregory.
Gregory. I thought it was DeMarcus Ware. Yeah, he just grabs the
Cowboys
guy,
beat themselves. I don't think the Niners beat the Cowboys. The Cowboys beat
They were doing
themselves.
some wild stuff. Throwing, what was that one play? He threw a slant, tried to throw it across the field to get the first. Like, what are we doing?
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, then the last game of the day, Chiefs, Steelers. I don't think anyone was really surprised. We're filming this as the game's going on. We kind of know.
We know what's going to happen. I mean,
yeah. So,
the Chiefs are the Chiefs. The Steelers are the Steelers.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't think there's really too much to take away. I think that was like the game today. That was like a clear cut who we knew was going to win.
Who was going to win? So
like,
there's not much to take
TJ
away.
Watt showed out. So
made plays, tried to help the offense.
It looked like TJ Watt versus the Chiefs at the beginning of the game, but it was crazy how the Chiefs had
Watt brothers versus the Chiefs.
Yeah, it looked like the Chiefs had 5 straight possessions with 0 points, and they still ended up putting up 42 points, possibly more. But
possibly more. Check that score right now. What is it at now?
Let's see. It's still 42-21.
Okay.
So it looks like they're gonna end with 42 points. But it was a massacre. I was hoping for Ben's retirement party to go a little bit more, have some more in it, but he just looks they'll get a QB eventually, and they'll be back in that Super Bowl contention. So they'll be all right.
Those are all the games.
Yeah.
One more game for Wildcard weekend, and it is the Rams-Cardinals games. Predictions on that game. Seb,
I think the Rams are going to beat the Cardinals. Cardinals are some frauds too. I think they lost the last 5 games of the 6 in the regular season, and one was to the Eagles. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna.
And they lost to the Lions.
The Lions. That's what it was. The Lions. Yeah, they lost to the Lions. Yeah.
So
I don't think they're.
So you got Rams.
I got Rams.
We got some activity going on outside, but all right, who do you got in tomorrow's game?
I got Rams also.
Finally got a quarterback too.
Well, Stafford hasn't been playing like it, but
he's better than Jared Goff either way.
He's better than Jared Goff. Yeah, I'll take the Rams.
I think we all got
3 for 3 on Rams. I mean, Stafford plays like.
You gotta put the little thing.
I mean, either way, if they upset or if the Cardinals upset, either way, either team's going on and playing the Bucks.
Losing.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I got the Rams beating the Bucks.
all right,
Well, that's for another video.
That's for another topic.
But yeah, so those are our week 1 thoughts, predictions. Glad y'all could tune in, and we will see you guys in the next episode.